I am so glad that you are joining me for this glorious hip opening flow. In this flow, you will reconnect with the earth and ground back into your physical body, releasing any stale energy that is no longer serving you, allowing this energy and sensations to flow back to the core of the earth in order to be recycled. Hip openers are a great antidote to the modern life of sitting for extended periods of time. They are also magical for connecting with your subconscious and unlocking any unexpressed emotions. Our hips hold our creativity, our sensuality, and our individuality. In this flow, we will surrender to the pose, to the earth, and to our most authentic self. You can gently make your way to a child's pose whenever you're ready to start the flow.
Taking a few moments to just settle into your child's pose, really sinking into the earth, feeling yourself becoming heavy. Taking a moment to deepen your breath here, expanding the ribs and the belly on your inhale, and then on the exhale, just letting everything soften. Maybe feel your forehead on your mat, maybe your arms, your legs. Notice the points of contact with your mat. Maybe roll your forehead from side to side, maybe gently moving into the hips, so slightly moving them from side to side. Just feeling into anything that your body needs today. Any little tight spots that you can let go of or breathe into and soften. Then maybe spreading the fingers nice and wide, gripping into your mat, reaching slightly, just a little bit more forward. Stretching your bum towards the back, lengthening your spine while still relaxing the ears down and away from your shoulders. Take a few more breaths in your child's pose. And then we'll start with our practice. So on your next inhale, tucking your chin to your chest, pushing yourself up, tucking the toes and lifting your knees up into a downward facing dog. This is your first downward facing dog of the day, so maybe bend into the knees, spread your fingers nice and wide, and push your torso towards your legs. Maybe walking out your legs, so bending into one leg and then the other leg. Just walking out your dog, maybe even shaking the head yes slow to leave any tension there. And then when you're ready, meeting me in stillness again, bending the knees, pushing yourself towards your legs, really lifting the bum up as high as you can and then melting the heels towards the floor. Your gaze can go beyond your heels, so looking far back. Still breathing deeply, yeah. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend that knee, bring it to the inside, bringing your right ankle over your left knee, and then push it back into your downward facing dog. Maybe bending the knee a little bit here or as much as you need. Really pressing the right knee towards the back. Trying to have equal weight in both shoulders. Just stretching to that hamstring and bum. And then releasing your leg back up towards the sky. Bending that knee, opening the hip up. Really trying to reach your bum with your heel, flexing the foot. Squeeze your bum, lift your knee up a little bit higher. And then on your exhale, step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Taking a few rounds of free movement here. Moving from side to side. Maybe straightening and rebending this front leg. Just gently moving and feeling into your body. Don't overthink it. Just do what your body tells you it needs. Maybe stop if there's anything that you feel, any space that you feel needs a little bit of extra love or attention. Take some time there, take up some space. Really breathe into all these little muscles and cells in your body.
And then when you're ready, meeting you at the front, placing your back knee down on the mat if you haven't already. Then inhale, lengthening up towards the sky, opening the chest. And on the exhale, taking your right arm up and over towards your back leg. Option to even bend your back knee and grab hold of this foot. Maybe still sinking deep into the hips. Maybe playing around with this foot. Bringing it closer to your bum and further away. Maybe pushing with your foot into your hand and with your hand into your foot. Opening the chest even further. Releasing that back leg. Bringing the arm back to center. This time we'll open up our knee, so moving on to the knife edge of the right foot. Bringing the right hand to the inside of the knee and opening up the leg. Maybe even moving on to the forearms and still opening up the leg, opening up your face and your body towards the ceiling, or in my case, the sun. Breathing deeply here. Maybe relaxing both elbows down, bringing that knee into your armpit. Option 2, tuck the back toes and lift the back knee up. Relaxing here, crown of your head is heavy down towards the floor. Then when you're ready, coming back up onto your hands, tucking your back foot, bringing your right knee into your chest, and then stepping back to three-legged down dog, and then downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here before we repeat on the other side. Maybe even a clearing breath, so in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Your next inhale takes your left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bring that knee in, placing the ankle over the right knee, and then pushing yourself back to your downward facing dog. Again, maybe bending the knee. Notice how this side maybe feels different than the other side. Pushing your left knee back, flexing the foot. Really pushing your torso back towards your legs. And then taking that leg back and up to your three-legged down dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe looking underneath your right armpit to square the shoulders off. Squeeze your bum, lift your knee a little bit higher. And exhale, left leg to the outside of the left hand. Heel can be on your mat, toes just slightly off. Again, taking some free movement here. It doesn't have to look the same way it did on the other side. Just breathing and gently moving into this left leg. Maybe again moving from side to side. Just really anything that you can feel your body needs. And then meeting me at the front, placing your back leg down. Inhale, lengthening, bringing your chest through your arms, looking up. And then taking your left arm up and over towards your back leg. Thumb facing up, picking over your back hand. Option to stay here, just sinking the hips nice down and low. Otherwise bending into this back leg. Grabbing hold of your foot, still sinking the hips down. Then maybe playing around with this foot. Maybe kicking into your hand and your hand is bringing your foot back, opening the chest slightly more. And then letting that go whenever you are ready. Take your time. And then we'll open onto the knife edge of the left foot, left hand to the inside of the left knee, and open that knee up to the side. Maybe going down onto the elbows again, on the forearms. Trying to get your elbow in line with your heel or your front foot. Then bringing that left knee into your left armpit. Maybe even tucking the back toes, lifting the back leg up. Feeling the core work a little bit here as well. When you're ready, pushing yourself back up onto your hands, bring your left knee to your nose, up to three-legged downward facing dog, and then back to your downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath here, maybe again a clearing breath, so inhale through the nostrils, and exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. On your next inhale, bending the knees, lifting onto the toes, looking in between the hands, and then either stepping or jumping your feet in between your hands at the front of your mat. Feet or hips width distance apart. If you're unsure how far that is, it's about 2 fists in between your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, so hands on your shins, straighten your back, look up, and
exhale, forward fold. Release your entire upper body down. Head hanging heavy towards the earth. Option to grab a hold of opposite elbows for a ragdoll, maybe swaying side to side here. Again, option to keep a bend in your knees. Forward folds are not about having straight legs. It's about having a straight back, so trying to get your upper body as close to your legs as you can. If you can't bring your upper body to your legs, bring your legs to your upper body. Maybe even lifting the toes here. If you really want to feel the bottom of your legs burn up as well, work a little bit harder. Still relaxing the entire top of the body, the torso just hanging heavy like dead weight. Actively lifting the toes towards your face. And then inhale, halfway lift again, keeping those toes lifted. And exhale, forward fold. Option to peace grip, so taking your thumbs, your index and your middle finger, wrap them around your big toes. And then on the exhale, letting the elbows split out to the sides, actively drawing yourself closer to your legs. Maybe your toes are still in the air. Maybe not. Pushing your bum up higher into the sky. And then releasing your grip if you had it. Keeping a bend in your knees, tucking your chin to your chest. And then pushing through the feet on an inhale as slowly as you can. Rooting all the way up. Maybe still having the toes lifted. Taking a pause, a moment to breathe in mountain pose. Palms are facing forward. Fingers are spread nice and wide. This is a very strong posture. So maybe you can feel into that strong and the confidence that this pose gives us. Maybe you can feel grounded into the earth. You have the option to draw the kneecaps up, squeeze the bum, squeeze the core, make this an active, extra strong mountain pose. Taking 2 or 3 more breaths. And then you can place the toes down if you haven't already. And just swaying from side to side, feeling into your feet and your balance. Trying to find a stable point in the middle where you feel grounded and supported and balanced here. Then maybe bringing the weight into your right foot, slightly becoming light on your left foot, maybe coming onto the tippy toes. Maybe lifting your foot off of the mat, hands to heart center. Bringing the left foot just to the inside of the right leg, so note that my toes are still on the mat here. You can stay here, really opening this left knee to the side, maybe coming up onto the tippy toe or just lifting the foot, placing it on the calf. If you're comfortable here, you have the option to grab the foot and place it on the inner thigh. Pressing with your foot into your inner thigh and with your inner thigh into your foot for balance. Looking at a drishti, a sill point in front of you that's not moving. Like I said, actively focusing on opening this left hip and knee out to the side. Maybe squeezing the bum. Maybe standing a little bit taller, relaxing the shoulders. This is our tree pose. Maybe you want to have some fun with your tree. Opening your arms to the sides, maybe even exploring with some mudras. Maybe lifting your arms up towards the sky. Or just playing around, being a tree that's dancing in the wind. And it's okay, obviously, if you fall out of it or lose your balance. The point of this is to have fun, to explore our limits a little bit. And if you're really feeling brave today, you might even experiment with closing the eyes. That one is really tricky and always makes me lose my balance. Then when you're ready, just bringing that leg up again if you lost it, or meeting me back in tree pose. Coming out of it, keeping this leg lifted, and then we'll do another figure 4, but this time in a standing balance. So bringing the left knee, or left ankle over the right knee, and then inserting your bum down, back as far as you can, keeping your back straight. Option to lift the arms, so they frame your ears, turning the pinkies in towards each other, or letting them stay at heart center. Again, maybe sitting a little bit deeper, really feeling it in this right hamstring and bum. And then you have the option to do a forward fold here. So reaching the arms for the ground, maybe bending into your right leg and coming all the way down into a toe stand. So you are standing on your right toes. Option to stay here or to try and lift one hand. Maybe both. The key here is to really lengthen your spine towards the ceiling, trying to put as little weight as you can on your heels. So really making yourself feel as light as you can. And then when you're ready, moving back up through your forward fold, coming back into this figure 4 chair. And gently placing your left foot beside your right foot, shaking it out. And then we'll move on to the other side. So firmly gripping with your left foot into the mat, becoming light on the right foot. Again, maybe just placing the toes on the mat, bringing your right foot to your left ankle, or maybe the calf. If you're comfortable here, bringing this right leg all the way up to your inner thigh. Opening the leg up to the side. Again, we're just playing around with our balance, so if you fall out of it, I do too, that's perfectly fine. Pushing with your foot into your inner thigh and with your inner thigh back into your foot. Again, maybe playing around with your tree here. Observing if it's more difficult or easier. Just if it's different in general to balance on this side compared to the other side. Not judging, just noticing, observing, being curious about your own body and what it wants to tell you today. And when you're ready, letting go of your tree pose, keeping your right foot lifted, bringing the ankle towards the left knee and sitting down for a figure 4 chair. Really sinking your bum down, trying to get the weight in your left heel, maybe even lifting the left toes up. Option to take the arms up overhead. Option to fold forward, bending into the left knee and coming down as slowly and gently as you can into your toe stand. Playing around with balance on this side. Bringing one hand, maybe both, into your heart center. Just experimenting, having some fun. And then when you're ready, moving back up to a forward fold. And then gently placing your right foot down beneath your left, up next to your left foot, and shaking your legs out. Well done, yogi. Well done. Then on your inhale, placing the hands on the lower back, fingertips facing down, drawing the elbows and the shoulder blades in towards each other, bending the knees, scooping the hips forward, and doing a slight back bend. Exhale takes you all the way forward for your forward fold. And then sinking your bum down as slowly as you can, coming to sit on your bum. We'll bring our soles of the feet together, opening the knees out to the sides for our butterfly posture or Baddha Konasana. Maybe even grabbing hold of the soles of the feet and opening them up so you can see the bottoms of your feet. Some people say it's almost like reading a book, seeing if you can read all the little lines and wrinkles in your feet. Then inhale, lengthening the spine here, opening the chest up towards the sky. And exhale, just lower down, bending into the elbows, softening, letting the head become heavy. Maybe your palms can even face up. To really feel that you are just surrendering and letting gravity do its work. You're not forcing anything here. Just letting the hips open up nice and gently on their own. We're here for a few more breaths. Maybe reconnect with your breath if you lost it somewhere. Maybe doing a quick body scan again. Seeing if there's any tight spots in your body still left. And that's totally fine if there is. But maybe you can sense into a space or two that feels more open or more at ease compared to when we started this practice. Then you can tap your chin to your chest and slowly roll up. We'll move into our double pigeon. So let's first get the left leg parallel to the front of the mat, flexing the foot, then placing the right knee on the left ankle and the right ankle on the left knee, flexing both feet. It's okay if there's a gap between your right knee and your left ankle. Inhale, sitting nice and tall, either staying here
On the exhale, gently folding forward, relaxing down. You'll see as I relax and fold forward, the space between my knee and my ankle starts to close. Just relaxing into this, breathing into this. Know that discomfort here is okay as long as you can breathe into it and soften through it. But pain is never okay. So if you're experiencing pain or you can't breathe easily anymore, then just come out of it ever so slightly. Okay, whenever you're ready, just tucking your chin to your chest, rolling up, and very gently and slowly letting go of your legs. Maybe windscreen wiping them from side to side. Very gently. We worked quite deep into the hips first. Of course, we have to repeat this on the other side. So this time, the right leg will be parallel to the front of your mat, flexing into the foot, and you'll place the left leg on top, getting the ankle on the knee. Again, this gap is perfectly fine. You can even place a block here, if that will help you. Inhale, sitting nice and tall, and exhale, just soften. Even if you're sitting tall still, and just relaxing the shoulders, just relaxing here, breathing as deeply and as easily as you can. Maybe softening down, maybe noticing if this side feels different than the other one. I can feel there's a lot less space for me in this side. And I'm not going to fall too far forward or go beyond where I can feel my body's telling me, okay, let's stop here, let's spend a moment here. Making sure that we can feel as safe as possible in those postures. This is your practice, so only do what feels good to you. Taking a nice deep last breath here. And then exhale, maybe even sighing it out. On your next exhale, inhale, chin to chest, and slowly roll up all the way. Letting go of your legs very gently and slowly. Maybe even straightening your legs out in front of you and just shaking them out. Then coming into any comfortable seated position. Maybe your legs are crossed, heels in front of each other. Maybe you're sitting on your shin, half lotus, full lotus. Any comfortable seated position. And then just come to close the eyes. You can maybe turn the palms so they face up to the sky, showing that you are surrendering and relaxing and that you are ready to receive. Maybe the hands can come together and float up to heart center. Maybe you can slightly tuck the chin, sealing in your practice. Taking 2 more deep breaths, make them the fullest, longest, deepest breaths of this practice. Thank you so much for joining me in this very fragile, sometimes emotional hip opening class. Our hips love to hold on to some tension. So if you feel vulnerable or emotional later throughout the day or tomorrow or so, know that your practice worked well for you. Yeah, just again taking a last moment to notice the space that you created in your body, the space that you created in your mind. Thanks again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon on your mat.